Hello, my name is David Connell and I want to tell you a little bit about the business of ANZAN Professionals, a business that I established around 10 years ago. Now briefly, my background is over 40 years in the accounting profession, a profession that I absolutely love and I have enjoyed, and I've found many great challenges. Very briefly, my background is that for most of those years I was a partner in accounting firms. For 17 years a partner in Coopers & Lybrand, which is now of course is known as PricewaterhouseCoopers. I was a senior equity partner in that firm. Subsequently I did a management buyout and then became involved in the National Federation of Bentleys. The independent practice that we then owned had two partners, and I eventually decided to sell my interest in the practice to my staff and move more to a semi-retirement type role. And the idea for this business of ANZAN Professionals, and I should say ANZAN stands for Australian and New Zealand Accountants Networks, that's where the name comes from. The idea came when I had some accountancy firms came to me and said, would you mind helping us and coaching us and giving us some support? And I loved it. And so, but what I discovered was not a pleasant discovery. I discovered in working with these firms that business plans are not common in accounting practices. Even though we tell our clients they must have them, accounting firms by and large do not have formal business plans or any sort of strategic planning process, and I emphasise that. Quite often decisions are made on the run, usually a concentration on operational matters rather than strategic issues. So I wrote an article, I was prompted to write an article for the Charter Journal, and it was published. And to my amazement, the response was absolutely remarkable. The heading was, do you practice what you preach? Because my feeling was that accountants had become much like the gardener's garden or the mechanic's car. You know, they tend to be left till last. And that's what accountants seem to be doing to a very large extent across this country. So this article generated an astonishing response. The phone started ringing on Monday morning at 9 o'clock and did not stop. So that prompted me to then move out and set up this unique business called ANZAN Professionals. It's about support to accounting firms. And I urge you to go to the website and have a look at the various levels of service that we offer. Basically it comes down to 4 levels of service. The first being direct consulting and involvement with your firm as a facilitator. I bring to the table experience, at least 10 years, plus all of those years before in practice, of working with accounting firms. And I can bring to the table ideas and strategies that perhaps your firm hasn't thought of. So that's the first level. The second level is practice improvement networks, and we now have at least one in every state across Australia and in New Zealand. And these networks are about bringing accountants together to work with each other. I facilitate the meetings, chair the meetings, but by and large the contributions come from practitioners. And the synergy in these groups is something you have to see to believe. That's the second level. The third level is our advisory boards. So for firms that really want to drill down a lot more on issues, this is an economical way of working with small groups, usually no more than about 5 or 6 firms, where the practitioners in the room all help each other. And of course the final one is called ANZAN Mentor, which is for those people who simply do not have time to attend any meetings but would want access to our accountant's toolbox, monthly tip sheets, monthly consulting tools, an annual practice review, and a whole range of other things. It's a service that's very inexpensive but very high value. So I urge you to explore our website a little more. Go and have a look and see what it is we do. By all means, please ring me at my office or on my mobile. Send me an email if you wish, and I will respond very quickly to your needs. I thank you for your time in looking at this video.